German physicist Heisenberg says, "In science, there is nothing called absolute truth. The judgments of science are all statistical and approximate, relying on probabilities and approximate correctness. The mind encounters impossibility when it tries to investigate the beginning and the end, for it is not equipped with the means to breach these boundaries." Heisenberg. When you look at the precise system that governs the motion of planets, stars, and galaxies in their orbits, the field of wonder expands as vast as the universe itself. The knowledge that science has reached about the universe does not negate amazement and astonishment. As knowledge grows, it opens wide horizons for us to explore even more. The numerous theories that explain the origin and beginning of the universe in detail have ultimately not provided a clear and proven idea. And so it always is when knowledge is limited to reaching the truth. Astronomers say that from the absolute nothingness, which remains a mysterious secret, everything arose from nothing. As has been said before, the favorable conditions created protoplasm. There was nothing but one kind in the universe, the hydrogen atoms in the original limitless cloud. And since 4 or 5 billion years ago, the Earth formed like a gel from the gases left over from the process of building the sun and its formation. From this, around 3 billion years ago, the first cells emerged into existence. Scientists say that living organisms evolved at an astonishing speed from their simplest forms to humans, the most advanced and complex forms, in just 500 million years. Meanwhile, the evolution of galaxies, stars, and planets, including the appearance of the Earth, took 9.5 billion years. In reality, we do not know when life first appeared on Earth. Moreover, all attempts to determine the beginning and origin of life on this planet have not been sufficiently successful. Studies conducted on certain rocks in the formation of flint found them composed of successive layers surrounded by remnants of fibers from protoplasm that had turned to coal and light brown traces of spheres that were once alive, clearly identified as fossils of plants, algae, fungi, and cells, with tails used for swimming. These rocks, found in Canada, were 2 billion years old. Additionally, older rocks, dating back 3 billion years, were discovered. If the algae forming these limestone rocks date back more than 3 billion years, they could not have been the first cells. Bacteria must have preceded them in Earth's waters. Before bacteria, there were virus-like entities, and before them there were uncoated molecules. All these creatures have mysterious histories rooted in the distant past. Scientists say that the irregular matter present in the expanding universe. The widespread is the primary substance of many galaxies, including the Milky Way. It consists of stars, planets, life, and yet no theory has fully clarified the details of galaxy formation from matter. We do not know whether the matter initially formed all at once or gradually at a consistent rate. The origin of the primary matter remains a problem beyond conjecture. What scientists have proposed about the origin of galaxies is merely speculative and imaginative. Some theories suggest that it all started with a very light, dispersed cloud that drifted like a wisp of smoke through the empty space. This cloud, made of hydrogen gas, had its light particles spread out and its material distributed evenly throughout. It was a cold, solitary, dark cloud without structure or shape. Then vibrations began to occur within this cloud, attracting some particles of matter, hydrogen, and forming primitive clusters or non-living cells. These vibrations could have been caused by accumulations of parts of the cloud, where some gas parts merged to form a denser layer, and this clumped matter became like a primitive nucleus, or an initial cell. Later, this led to the creation of galaxies, stars, and entire waves of living beings, followed by the emergence of organized forms and patterns that multiplied, spread, and evolved. So they say the hydrogen, which was scattered and dispersed, became concentrated and compacted, increasing in size and strength. The more matter it attracted, the thicker and denser it became. Then things began to move and interact on an increasing scale, turning that cloud into an unstable sea of gas, where waves broke and collided with each other. Through this movement, new material organizations emerged, resembling a spiral shape. But soon all of this dissipated into nothingness, and chaos and disorganization returned.